What if everything you thought you knew about retiring in Florida was designed to drain your savings? We've been sold a dream of golden years surrounded by palm trees and ocean breezes, but the reality for many is financial strain and buyer's remorse. The true Florida, the one where your savings actually last and your days are filled with genuine peace, exists in the spaces most people overlook. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on 20 specific communities where your retirement budget isn't just sufficient, it's powerful. These are places where crime statistics tell a story of safety, where healthcare is a priority, not an afterthought, and where community is still a real, tangible thing. This isn't about finding a vacation spot. It's about discovering a home for the next chapter of your life. The magic formula isn't a secret, but it is specific. It combines the well-known lack of a state income tax with lesser-known local ordinances, property tax exemptions tailored for seniors, and a profound understanding of Florida's insurance geography. By the time we finish, you will possess a detailed blueprint for affordable Florida living. You'll identify towns that effectively eliminate property taxes for fixed-income seniors, communities with healthcare infrastructure that rivals major cities, and where monthly housing costs are a fraction of what you'd pay in the state's famous hotspots. This is the knowledge that transforms retirement from a period of financial anxiety into one of actual enjoyment. Our journey begins in the heart of the state. Sebring is not just a town, it's a statement about what retirement should be. Nestled in Highlands County, it exists in a part of Central Florida that tourism forgot, and that's its greatest strength. With a population comfortably under 12,000, life moves at a human pace here. The financial numbers are compelling. An average rent hovering around $1,625 is just the start. The overall cost of living positions Sebring within the most affordable 15% of the entire state. But affordability means little without safety. Here, crime rates don't just trend lower, they consistently register 20 to 30% below the chaotic Florida average, a critical factor when you're planning for the long term. Perhaps the most surprising feature is the healthcare. Defying the stereotype of rural medical deserts, Highlands County boasts a density of primary care physicians that surpasses some metropolitan areas. You aren't facing a 2-hour drive for a routine appointment. Quality care is built into the community. This is what it means to plan for your future, not just your vacation. Its inland location is a financial shield, dramatically reducing hurricane insurance premiums compared to coastal properties. Sebring doesn't offer glamour, but it provides something far more valuable: stability, security, and peace of mind. Now let's travel north to a place that feels like a different world. Lake City doesn't just offer affordability, it redefines it. Situated in North Florida, far from the manicured tourist corridors, the vibe here is authentically Southern and relaxed. The housing costs are among the very lowest you will find anywhere in Florida. However, the most dramatic savings are hidden in your insurance policy. The simple fact of being distant from the coast translates into annual insurance savings of $3,000 to $7,000. Let that sink in. That's $300 to $600 extra in your pocket every single month. For anyone living on a fixed income, this isn't just a statistic. It's the difference between watching every penny and living with comfortable financial breathing room. Lake City is unapologetically simple. You won't find luxury boutiques or five-star restaurants. Its value proposition is raw and practical. The absolute lowest possible monthly overhead while still remaining within the state's borders. It's for those who prioritize financial sanity above all else. Next, we explore a town where life flows with the river. Palatka, resting on the storied St. Johns River, is a lesson in historic charm and fiscal responsibility. It consistently ranks as one of Florida's most gentle rental markets, with home values that refuse to spike. This creates a unique kind of freedom, the freedom from financial worry. Your money simply goes further here. The trade-off is a lack of immediate, convenient access to big-box retailers and sprawling entertainment complexes. The focus in Palatka is intentionally elsewhere. Life revolves around the river, the historic downtown, and a quiet, unpretentious lifestyle. It's a conscious choice to exchange convenience for financial liberty. For the retiree who finds joy in simplicity and history, Palatka is a perfect fit. Now let's turn to a world-renowned equestrian center that holds a financial surprise. Ocala, the proclaimed horse capital of the world, offers a landscape of rolling pastures that feels a world away from flat Florida stereotypes. While it has the amenities of a city, its housing costs and rents remain stubbornly below the state median. Its strategic location between Tampa and Orlando is a masterstroke of planning. You have the cultural and medical resources of major metropolitan areas within a manageable drive, without having to pay the premium to live in them. The financial advantage is staggering. When you calculate the total monthly cost of living, factoring in both housing and the significantly lower insurance, choosing Ocala over a place like Miami can put nearly $2,000 back into your budget every month. This isn't a minor discount, it's a transformational financial shift. You gain access to the vast retiree infrastructure of nearby Marion and Sumter counties without the premium price tag of living inside a planned community. Let's delve into a central town with a historic heart and a strategic location. Bartow, in Polk County, feels like a preserved slice of classic Florida. Its historic downtown district provides a sense of place and permanence that is increasingly rare. But its true genius is geographic. Positioned almost perfectly between Tampa and Orlando, Bartow offers the ultimate balance. You secure budget-friendly housing in a quiet, authentic town, but you keep the safety net of two major metropolitan medical networks within easy reach. This is the Goldilocks scenario so many retirees seek. You aren't isolated. A specialized medical appointment or a major airport doesn't require a day-long journey. Bartow provides small-town serenity with the reassurance that the resources of the big city are close at hand. It's a hub for those who want peace without peril. Our journey continues to a community that blends culture with calm. Inverness, located in Citrus County, masterfully combines a quiet, small-town atmosphere with genuine cultural touches. The historic courthouse and local theater center provide a sense of community and activity. The cost of living here sits in the most affordable 15% of the state, and the crime rates consistently mirror the low, reassuring numbers we've seen in other top towns. While it's an inland community, it's just a short trip from the Nature Coast, offering access to fishing and boating. This is the smart retiree's compromise. You can enjoy the water and the outdoors without holding the deed to a vulnerable, expensive coastal property. Inverness has cultivated an identity as a quiet, arts-friendly, and safe community, the exact pillars of a sustainable retirement.
Now, let's look at a town where elevation offers more than just a view. Brooksville is immediately recognizable by its iconic water tower and historic train beatos. It ranks as one of the most budget-conscious towns in Florida. But its higher elevation is more than a topographic curiosity. It's a strategic advantage. You are situated close enough to Tampa that the region's extensive and specialized healthcare networks are easily accessible. This proximity neutralizes one of the biggest anxieties of rural retirement, being stranded far from advanced medical care. For retirees with complex health needs or concerns about the future, Brooksville presents an ideal setup. You get the affordability and pace of a small town with the world-class medical facilities of a major city practically in your backyard. The town focuses on its strengths, and that focus benefits you. Now, we visit a town for those who find peace in nature. Homosassa Springs is a community built around its environment. The legendary Wildlife State Park, famous for its manatee populations, defines the area. Life here is intrinsically linked to outdoor recreation and a conservation mindset. As an inland Gulf Coast community, it manages a delicate balance. Housing costs remain reasonable, and insurance risk is far more controlled than in beachfront towns. This is not a place for nightlife or intensive shopping. It is a sanctuary for slow living, natural beauty, and a community that values its ecological treasures. For the retiree who considers a manatee sighting a good day, Homosassa Springs isn't a compromise. It's the entire goal. Let's explore a community built around freshwater lakes. Leesburg, positioned on the Harris chain of lakes, offers a distinct waterfront lifestyle. The Venetian Gardens Park is a particular highlight, offering stunning landscapes and tranquility. The surrounding area has seen a significant growth of 55-plus communities. This creates a powerful built-in infrastructure. HOA-managed amenities, active social calendars, and facilities designed specifically for senior living. All of this is available at a cost significantly lower than comparable coastal developments. The density of retirees here means you arrive with a ready-made social network. The inland location keeps insurance costs manageable, while the lakes provide a focus for recreation. It's a quiet hub for those who prefer freshwater to saltwater and community to crowds.
Next, a town with a topographically unique identity. Claremont is an anomaly in Florida, a town of rolling hills. The crescent chain of lakes runs through it, creating a scenic, activity-focused identity. There's a strong culture of biking, kayaking, and enjoying the outdoors. The elevation provides a subtle but perceptible buffer from the congestion of the Orlando metro area and the coastal regions. It's inland enough to keep living costs manageable, yet close enough to amenities to prevent any feeling of isolation. These hills make Claremont feel uniquely different. If you desire a Florida retirement centered on lakes, outdoor activity, and a bit of topographic variety, Claremont delivers this in a serene, low-key package. Now, let's examine a coastal town that uses a legal loophole to create affordability. Dundee is a Gulf Coast treasure, boasting a vibrant arts scene, a charming and walkable downtown, and proximity to pristine state parks. It inherently carries a higher price tag than inland locations. However, its secret weapon is Pinellas County's adoption of an additional low-income senior property tax exemption. If your adjusted gross income falls below a specific threshold, this local exemption can provide up to an additional $50,000 in property tax relief, effectively wiping out the county and city portion of your tax bill. This is the kind of hyperlocal detail that defines smart retirement planning. It transforms Dundee from a potentially expensive option into a strategically affordable one for those who qualify. You get a walkable, cultural, coastal lifestyle with a financial structure that actively works to make it sustainable. The art scene is genuine, and the community vibe is engaging without the intensity of larger cities. Here's a town often called a hidden gem for good reason. Safety Harbor has built its identity around wellness and natural springs. Its location on Tampa Bay is particularly advantageous for veterans who require consistent access to major VA healthcare facilities. And, like its neighbor Dundee, it benefits from Pinellas County's generous senior property tax exemption. For a qualified senior with an income below the threshold, this high-amenity, wellness-focused town becomes financially accessible. It provides a lifestyle geared toward health and tranquility, backed by the practical advantage of being near Tampa's world-class medical infrastructure. The wellness focus here is not a marketing slogan. It's part of the town's fabric. Let's travel to a Gulf Coast community that solved the healthcare equation. Port Charlotte shares the Peace River region with Punta Gorda and stands out for its competitive housing prices for a coastal location. But its crown jewel is its healthcare infrastructure. Charlotte County boasts one of the highest densities of primary care physicians per capita of any non-metropolitan county in Florida. This ensures that retirees have reliable, local access to medical services without long drives for routine care. This is the critical differentiator. Many affordable towns force a trade-off: low costs for limited health care. Port Charlotte invested in medical capacity to serve its retiree population. You get both Gulf Coast living and peace of mind about your health, all without the punishing price tag of a place like Naples. Now its neighbor, a polished waterfront community. Punta Gorda is a master-planned, peaceful waterfront town known for its extensive marina and active, organized senior social scene. Centers like the Friendship Center provide a built-in infrastructure for community and activity. The average home price here recently registered below the statewide median, which is remarkable for a developed coastal town. And it shares access to that exceptional physician density found in Charlotte County. Punta Gorda is a rare find. It successfully combines below-median home prices, a genuine coastal location, and robust medical access. Most Gulf Coast towns force you to choose between affordability and amenities. Punta Gorda delivers both. It's established, quiet, and intentionally designed for a serene waterfront retirement. Consider a town that offers predictability at a premium. Venice is an established, mid-sized retirement city renowned for its Italian Renaissance architecture and lovely local beaches. Housing prices are generally higher than most towns on this list. Its inclusion is based on the sheer quality and reliability of its retirement infrastructure. Venice features extensive built-out facilities specifically for seniors, including high-quality regional healthcare and a predictable, secure environment. You are paying for certainty. You are not gambling on whether services will be there or if the community will be supportive. Venice has a long, proven track record. The infrastructure is mature and comprehensive. The trade-off is cost. For retirees who value a seamless, established, and predictable retirement experience above rock-bottom pricing, Venice is worth the investment.
Now, let's look at an East Coast alternative to the high-priced South. Fort Pierce provides a budget-friendly option on the Atlantic coast, delivering true ocean access without the overwhelming cost and intensity of major South Florida cities like Boca Raton or Fort Lauderdale. The area is seeing growing buyer interest for this exact reason. St. Lucie County maintains a moderate primary care physician density, sufficient for a coastal area. The town retains a low-key, functional atmosphere. You are in a real residential community that happens to have excellent ocean access, not a manufactured tourist trap. For retirees who refuse to compromise on Atlantic Ocean proximity but must remain budget-conscious, Fort Pierce is one of the very few places that honestly delivers on both promises. Here's a town for those who find peace on the water. Sebastian is defined by its tranquil waterfront and the superb Sebastian Inlet State Park. It maintains a low-key, fishing-focused atmosphere, serving as a quieter alternative to more developed Treasure Coast cities. You will not find major commercial development here, and that is the entire point. Retirees in Sebastian prioritize quiet inlet living and low-density ocean access over shopping centers and nightlife. The fishing culture is central to the town's identity. If you don't enjoy fishing, boating, or nature-based recreation, Sebastian might feel too limited. But for those who do, it delivers an affordable, specific, and deeply peaceful coastal lifestyle. Our journey concludes in the Panhandle, starting with a town steeped in history. Apalachicola is a deeply historic coastal retreat, famous for its oyster industry and steadfast commitment to preservation. It offers genuine tranquility, minimal traffic, and a unique southern charm that feels distinct from the rest of Florida. Its remote nature ensures housing costs stay low compared to major metropolitan areas. The trade-off is distance. Residents plan for travel to regional centers in Tallahassee or Panama City for specialized medical care. Apalachicola doesn't try to be anything it's not. It is a small, preserved oyster town with a specific cultural identity. For retirees who value historic character and a slow, isolated lifestyle over immediate access to major services, it offers something rare and authentic.
Next, a peaceful river town. Milton, in the western Panhandle, is a scenic, quiet community focused on slow living and recreational boating on the Blackwater River. It maintains a strong neighborly atmosphere with a very low tourism footprint. Santa Rosa County features a moderate primary care physician density, which is reasonable for a Panhandle community. The river is the central focus of life here. If your vision of retirement involves kayaking, fishing, and a tight-knit, low-density community, Milton is ideal. It does not offer major shopping or entertainment. It is a river town through and through, and its appeal is specific and powerful for the right person. Finally, let's look at a balanced Panhandle option. Gulf Breeze sits near Pensacola, offering proximity to beautiful Barrier Island beaches while acting as a quieter, less expensive alternative to living directly in the city. Retirees here enjoy pristine Gulf waters and a coastal lifestyle at a managed cost. Santa Rosa County's physician density ensures reasonable access to primary care. The location is the primary selling point. You are close enough to Pensacola for its services and amenities, but you retreat to a calmer, residential community. Gulf Breeze strikes a sophisticated balance. It provides Barrier Island beach access without the price tag or congestion of a major Panhandle city. It's not remote, nor is it overdeveloped. For many, it's the perfect middle ground. These 20 towns are living proof that an affordable, peaceful Florida retirement is not a fantasy. It requires a deep understanding of 3 financial layers that most people never consider: the broad state-level tax advantage, the patchwork of local property tax exemptions that vary by county, and the complex insurance geography that dictates your largest monthly variable costs. True affordability is found where local choice meets personal priority. Inland hubs like Sebring and Lake City achieve the lowest total cost of living by virtually eliminating the hurricane insurance premiums that can devour a budget. Coastal towns like Dunedin and Safety Harbor carry higher upfront costs but deploy local tax exemptions to create affordability for qualified seniors. Communities like Port Charlotte and Punta Gorda didn't wait for healthcare to arrive. They built extensive medical infrastructure directly for their retiree residents. The pattern is undeniable. Peace and affordability flourish in specific places where local governments made deliberate, conscious choices to support retirees, where simple geography provides a natural discount on risk, and where medical care was planned with intention. Your decision ultimately comes down to prioritization: absolute lowest cost, direct coastal access, guaranteed medical density, or optimized tax strategy. Every one of these 20 towns delivers powerfully on at least 2 of these fronts. Several deliver on 3 or more. That is the fundamental difference between merely surviving your retirement and truly thriving in it. If this guide has opened your eyes to a new possibility for your golden years, please support this channel by liking this video and following Winds of Thought for more content that helps you live well.